Welcome to today's Explainer. What if I told you that you could share your incredible teaching expertise, reach millions of people, and build a highly lucrative brand, and never, ever have to step in front of a camera? For so many experts, the passion to teach is absolutely there. But the reality? Spending hours fussing with expensive ring lights, tweaking audio gear, and then just staring awkwardly down a camera lens, only to look totally exhausted, is just, well, it's paralyzing. But here's the good news. You don't have to do it that way. Today, we're breaking down a complete step-by-step strategy to launch your very own Faceless educational channel. It's kind of the million-dollar question, isn't it? What if you could build this massive channel without ever showing your face? If you've ever felt camera shy, or if you're terrified of how the algorithm is going to judge your on-screen presence, you are definitely not alone. The traditional path is exhausting. It's so deeply personal. But the source material for today gives us an amazing alternative. A brilliant 10-step Faceless channel blueprint. It's literally the ultimate stress-free solution. It takes your face and all that anxiety completely out of the equation, letting your knowledge and your content take center stage. Okay, so here's our agenda. We're going to map out this architect's blueprint across 4 macro phases. First up, the foundation. Then the facade. Third, the economics. And finally, the assembly line. Let's get right into it.
Starting off with phase 1, the foundation, which is all about finding your niche and identity.
So, the absolute biggest mistake you can make is rushing to record something before you know exactly who you're talking to. Since you don't have a human face to grab people's attention, your niche has to be crystal clear. You can't just be a generic education channel, right? You're just going to get completely lost in the noise. Instead, you need to drill down into a hyper-focused sub-niche. Think AI tools for small business owners, or maybe budget tech reviews under $50. Narrowing it down like this makes your channel instantly stand out as the go-to resource for a very specific, fiercely loyal audience. Now, once you've nailed down that niche, you have to figure out your pacing. Take a look at this script formula table. It's honestly a real game changer. It shows you exactly how many words you need to hit your target video length. So aiming for that punchy, 3 to 5 minute sweet spot, you'll need about 700 words. Pushing for a longer 10-minute deep dive, you're looking at around 1,200 words. Having this guide means you never underwrite your topic, and more importantly, you don't waste precious hours overwriting.
Moving right along to phase 2, the facade. This is your visual branding.
Because there's no human face on screen to convey emotion or build a connection, your logo, your banner, your thumbnails, they are essentially the storefront of your faceless business. They do all the heavy lifting. Now, you might be thinking, but wait, I'm not a graphic designer. Well, you don't need to be. The blueprint reveals this super specific text prompt formula you can use with AI. Just combine your visual concept plus a color gradient plus your art style. So, for example, a minimalist brain icon with circuit board lines and electric blue on a dark background, boom. This formula literally puts the power of a whole design agency right at your fingertips. But where do you actually put that formula? Well, the blueprint highlights a tool called Digital Maker AI, specifically their image maker feature. You just plug in your prompts, and within seconds, you get this stunning, custom visual facade. There's no need to spend hundreds of dollars or wait weeks for some freelance designer to get back to you. Your channel looks instantly authoritative, and you keep all that budget right in your pocket. All right, let's talk money. Phase 3, the economics and your monetization plan. So how does this whole setup actually make money? We definitely aren't just relying on pennies from YouTube views. We're building a multi-stream business here. Your very first major milestone is going to be 1,000 subscribers. Hitting this target unlocks the YouTube Partner Program, which turns on your AdSense revenue. But actually, even more importantly, 1,000 engaged subscribers gives your early affiliate marketing links some real profitable momentum. This is where you really start to see the initial financial return on all your hard work.
Next up, we scale to the 10,000 subscriber mark. And what's super fascinating here is the shift in audience psychology. At 10,000, your faceless channel has built an immense amount of trust. Your audience values your structured explanations so much that they're now willing to pay for premium digital products, templates, or guides that you create yourself. It's a huge turning point.
And then, the 50,000 subscriber milestone. Wow. This is where your channel totally transforms from a side hustle into a highly lucrative media business. At this tier, you've got the authority to launch high-ticket online courses. Plus, having a large, hyper-targeted audience makes you incredibly attractive for direct brand sponsorships. You are officially a major player in your sub-niche.
Finally, we reach phase 4, the assembly line, which is your actual video production workflow.
So how do we actually manufacture these videos 3 to 5 times a week without completely burning out? Well, it all starts with the anatomy of a high-retention script. You have exactly 5 to 10 seconds to hook them with a bold statement. Just 5 to 10 seconds. You follow that with a 15 to 30-second introduction, deliver your main content in really clear sections, drop a call to action, and then wrap it all up with a quick 10 to 15-second outro. This rigid, predictable structure is the absolute secret to guaranteed viewer retention.
Once that script is locked in, the actual video creation is incredibly simple. The blueprint lays out this hyper-efficient 6-step Canva assembly line. You basically just open a blank YouTube template, drag and drop relevant stock footage, add some bold, short text overlays, keep it to like no more than 5 to 10 words, drop in your voiceover and music, and hit export. It completely transforms video editing from this complex, hair-pulling chore into a super simple drag-and-drop presentation. Now, speaking of voiceovers, you could record your own, right? But if you want true anonymity and the ability to scale, you need a different approach. The blueprint strongly recommends 11 Labs as your secret weapon. It generates highly professional, unbelievably human-sounding AI voiceovers that actually keep viewers engaged. This way, you don't risk turning audiences away with some robotic, monotone voice. Let's just take a step back for a second and look at the bigger picture. Think about the old way of starting an educational channel. It meant agonizing over lighting, spending thousands of dollars on camera gear, and constantly stressing about how you look on screen. But the new way? This faceless blueprint offers total freedom. You're leveraging AI-generated assets, a template-driven assembly line, and you get to deliver pure educational value without any of that stress. Okay. Before you hit publish on that very first masterpiece, the blueprint leaves us with this vital technical checklist. This is to ensure your channel's foundational architecture is fully optimized for the YouTube algorithm. So, from your optimized channel description to your default upload settings, your SEO keywords, and linking your socials, seriously, do not skip these steps. This is the behind-the-scenes plumbing that ensures all your hard work actually gets discovered by your target audience. So we've built the foundation, we've designed the facade, mapped out the economics, and fired up the assembly line. You now have the exact blueprint to share your knowledge with the world, completely stress-free and entirely faceless. The tools are right here, and the strategy is proven to work. The only question left to ask yourself is, what will your first video be? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Now go out there and build your channel.